I've got to talk to you about this Doug Emhoff stuff. Listen to this speech that he gave the other day, and I'm just going to give you my take on all this.
Two guys who actually not only don't trust women, but are literally running on a platform of authoritarianism and misogyny. That literally should be their slogan, because that's what it is. So you want, people who literally are outwardly misogynistic in their policies and the way they talk about women and the policies in which they've already enacted and have talked about enacting, or Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. It's completely binary.
This guy is such a creepy beta weirdo. It's always the betas that are so dangerous. These weak men who like to trot out terms like toxic masculinity. These are always the most monstrous men among us. All these men that proclaim themselves as feminists, these weak men that talk about toxic masculinity all the time. They're the ones that are often the predatory males. People like me, men that are like me, that are meat-eating, knuckle-dragging dudes, are typically the protectors in our society. This is personal to me because no one is covering this story. No one. This is like the Hunter Biden laptop story all over again. The New York Post and Fox News are covering this. The Daily Mail UK broke the story of Doug Emhoff slapping a woman in public. Yet no one, and I mean no one, New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, no one is touching this story. It's not getting any corporate media coverage outside of Fox, New York Post, and the Daily Mail. Despite there being multiple witnesses and corroborating evidence and emails to substantiate all this stuff going all the way back in the day, no one's covering it. If this were a Republican, and I know because this insanity happened to me, where there was zero corroborating evidence, in fact, a whole host of evidence to the contrary, people coming out and testifying on my behalf saying, no, none of this stuff ever happened, including my children saying that. Media ignored all that and ran with false allegations to attack me, just to attack me. But if it's a Democrat, if it's a leftist, if it's somebody like Doug Emhoff, they get a free pass. This is just unbelievable hypocrisy of the highest order. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, that the Democrats don't give a shit, and neither do their allies in the media. They don't care about the truth. They care about narrative, and they care about keeping and retaining power, and that is it. And that's why, buckle up. That's why you should buckle your seatbelts, because they do sense that Trump is winning. And that spells danger for those of us freedom-loving Americans who believe in this country.